call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sun Devils offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored of
He throws toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. Scrambling away. Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And to get rid of it quickly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Still looking, on the move. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown time! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 plays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Caught in the backfield. It's Traore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but it was the fact that they forced the turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Bama! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns. Early for this offense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Arizona Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's loose. 10. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab over the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 30. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wideout trying to get it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second and goal coming up. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Down to the 23 for this first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. There he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Had those stats, young fella.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner will be knocked down. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him...
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This quarterback is having a day, man. Right there, he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Throws to the wideout. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. That's got it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Arizona State, 7.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. He'll ride his man on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 24 to Illinois. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 pass.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Found a sim on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown time.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Oh, he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
They're not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling right and going deep. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And now on third down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football.
Touchdown, Alabama! Fit in the window for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bringing it back. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Dude, You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give to the back. There he goes! And tackled there by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by right down the gut of the field.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.